friends. Now in previous videos we are completed all parts related with the structural isomers, that is chain position, ring chain, metamer, functional and finally tautomers. Now we are in the second part of main isomerism, that one is called as the stereoisomerism. Now what is the stereoisomerism? Which are the important aspects are related with the stereoisomerism? See toward the board. Now we are in the very much important part of this topic, that one is called as the stereoisomerism. So what is the meaning of stereoisomerism? Now first I will define you. The stereoisomerism is the phenomenon in which two or more than two compounds which have a same molecular as well as structural formula, but they have difference in the arrangement of atoms or groups in a space. So this is very important things. What is the definition of the stereoisomerism? Stereoisomerism is the phenomenon in which two or more than two compounds which have a same molecular formula as well as structural formula, but they are different in the arrangement of atoms or groups in a space. This is called a stereoisomerism. You know very well, stereoisomerism are of two types. The first type is called as the configurational isomerism. The first type is called as the configurational, and second type is called as the conformational isomerism. So what is the configurational isomerism? What is the conformational? The isomerism which have a same molecular formula, same structural formula, but they are different in their configuration. Same molecular formula, same structural formula, but they are different in their conformation. That is configurational and conformation. Configurational isomers are of two types. The first configurational isomer is called as the geometrical isomer. What is geometrical isomer? And the second configurational isomer is called as the optical isomer. Now today we are going to discussing the geometrical isomer from configurational isomer. So what is geometrical isomer? The isomers which cannot rotate, or the geometrical isomer is the phenomenon in which the isomerism which cannot rotate the carbon-carbon single bond, or they have a restricted rotation around the carbon-carbon double bond. These are the geometrical isomer. It means, what is the perfect and correct definition of the geometrical isomer? The stereoisomer which cannot interconvert into each other due to restricted rotation. Listen very carefully. What is geometrical isomer? The stereoisomer which cannot interconvert into each other due to restricted rotation is called a geometrical. And what is optical isomer? The stereoisomer which have a different behavior toward the plane polarized light, that is called the PPL. That one is a optical, but optical we will see later on. First, now in this video we are going to discussing the geometrical isomer. So you know very well what is the definition of geometrical isomer. The stereoisomer which cannot interconvert due to restricted rotation is called a geometrical. Restricted rotation means what? They cannot interconvert, they cannot rotate. Now which molecule show geometrical isomer? What is the condition of geometrical isomer? See, geometrical isomer shown by number first alkene. Number first alkenes means the molecule which contain the carbon-carbon double bond. Geometrical isomer shown by number 2 oximes. Oximes. What is oximes? The molecule which contain the carbon, nitrogen. This is OH. This is called as oximes. Geometrical isomer shown by azo compound. Azo compound. Azo means N double bond N. This is called as the azo compounds. And geometrical isomer is shown by this. Geometrical isomer is shown by the cycloalkanes. Means what? These are the compounds which cannot interconvert into each other due to restricted rotation. What is the geometrical isomers in alkenes? The alkenes is the organic compound, it does not have free rotation, it have a restricted rotation, therefore it shows geometrical isomer. Oximes, azo compound, cycloalkane, we will see all these things. See what is the geometrical isomers in alkenes. Listen very carefully. Now these are the part of stereoisomer. All you know very well what is stereoisomer. They have same molecular as well as structural formula, but they are different in their arrangements. Atoms or groups in a space. Arrangement of atoms or groups in what? Space. Now first we will discuss here geometrical isomers of alkenes. Now what is the conditions after that alkenes? We will going to discussing the oximes, then azo compound, then cycloalkane. Now what is the geometrical isomers in alkenes? Now see very systematically, geometrical isomers in alkenes. Dear student, what is the conditions for geometrical isomer? Listen very carefully. This is very important. Which are the conditions required to you by considering geometrical isomers? Now, condition is that this is a carbon-carbon double bond. This is alkene. Only that molecule show geometrical isomer. Listen very carefully. The each carbon of carbon-carbon double bond must be attached to different atoms or groups. Is it okay? If each carbon of carbon-carbon double bond attached to different atoms or groups, then this molecule or this alkene is capable to show geometrical isomer. Why alkene show geometrical isomer? It have a restricted rotation. But you must know what is the necessary condition for geometrical isomer. The necessary condition, only that alkene show geometrical isomer which must be attached to different or groups. Suppose if I ask you the question like this, C double bond C, here A, here B, here C. This molecule show geometrical isomer? Your answer is no. Why? Because this sp2 carbon attached to two similar groups. It means what is the first condition? Only that alkene show geometrical isomer. Each sp2 carbon must be attached to two different atoms or groups. Otherwise, they cannot show the geometrical isomer, right? Now, by considering this conditions phenomenon, if I ask you the question like this, CH2 double bond CH2, can this molecule show geometrical isomer? No, because this sp2 carbon attached to two hydrogen, both are same. Another example, suppose I ask you the question CH3 bond CH double bond CH2, this is no, this is also no. Why? No doubt, this carbon attached to one hydrogen, one methyl group, but this carbon attached to both hydrogen, therefore this is not capable to show geometrical isomer. If I ask you the question like this, CH3 bond CH double bond CH bond CH3, whether this molecule show geometrical isomer or not, your answer is yes. Why? Because this carbon attached to one hydrogen, one methyl, it means two different group two different group, one hydrogen, one methyl. This also attached to one hydrogen, one methyl. So this is the conditions required to you for the geometrical isomer. Each sp2 carbon must be attached to different atoms or groups. Otherwise, that molecule doesn't show geometrical isomer. Now, these are the conditions. Now, what is the geometrical isomers in alkenes? What is the geometrical isomers in alkenes? In alkenes, there are two types of geometrical isomer, cis-trans and E and Z. So, first, what is the meaning of cis-trans isomerism? What is the meaning of cis-trans isomerism? Listen very carefully. This is very simple. Dear students, suppose we have C double bond C, carbon carbon double bond. This is A, this is B, this is A, this is B. Obviously, this molecule is capable to show geometrical isomer because each sp2 carbon attached to two different atoms or groups. And if I write another structure in front of you, C double bond C, this is A, this is A, this is B, this is B. Now, what is difference between these two? These two compounds have the same molecular formula, these two compounds have the same structural formula, but differ in their arrangement of atoms or groups in a space. Means what? These 2A is on the same side, similar group is on the same side. If two similar group is on the same side, then such isomer is called as the cis. And if two similar group is on the opposite side, then this isomer is called as the trans, and cis-trans is a part of geometrical isomer. Is it okay? So, what is cis and trans? Cis and trans is a part of what? Cis and trans is a part of which isomer? Is a part of geometrical isomer. What is cis? Cis is the phenomenon in which two similar atoms or group must be on the same side, then that is cis. Two similar atoms or group is on the opposite side, then such isomer is called like the trans, and cis and trans is a part of geometrical isomer. Suppose if I ask you the question like this, C double bond C, suppose CH3, here CH3, here H, here H. And if I write in front of you the same structure for this is CH3, this is CH3, this is H, this is H. What is difference between these two? What is the IUPAC name of this compound? IUPAC name of this compound is but2-ene or 2-butene. This one is also 2-butene, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2-butene, 2-butene. But what is difference? These are the geometrical isomer. Why? This two group is on the same side, therefore this is called as cis-2-butene. Yes or no? This is called as cis-2-butene. And what about this? This is called as the trans-2-butene. This is called as the trans-2-butene. It means that cis and trans, these two are the part of geometrical isomer. Why? They have same molecular formula, but they are differ, their molecular formula as well as structural formula, but they are differ in their arrangement of atoms or groups in a space. So this is cis-to-butene, trans-to-butene. Suppose for example, next example, if I ask you the question H bond C double bond C, this is COOH, here also COOH, this is H. Two COOH group is on the same side. Therefore, this is called as the malic acid, malic acid. This is cis dicarboxylic acid. And if we write this molecule like this way, COOH, this is COOH, and this is H, and this is H. My question is this: two COH group is on the opposite side. Therefore, the name of this compound is called as the fumaric acid. This is malic acid, fumaric acid, cis dicarboxylic acid, trans dicarboxylic acid. आता मला नाही वाटत तुम्हाला सिस ट्रान्स ओळखण्यामध्ये अडचण येईल भविष्यामध्ये, कधीच येता कामा नये. इफ टू सिमिलर ग्रुप इज ऑन द सेम साइड, then that compound is called as the cis, and if two similar group is on the opposite side, then that compound is called as the trans, and cis and trans is a part of geometrical isomer. Is it okay? Now before going to discussing the next part of the geometrical isomer, tell me answer of this question. Suppose we have Cl, Cl, H, H. What about this? What about this dichloro compound? It is cis or trans? Tell me. Obviously this is cis, because two chlorine atom must be present in this case is on the same side. Therefore the given compound is cis. So cis and trans is a part of geometrical isomer. Now if in place of two similar group, if all groups are different, then it is very difficult to recognize cis and trans system. It is very difficult to recognize this molecule using cis and trans system. Therefore cis and trans system we extend by some other way if all atoms or group is different, that is 4 atoms or group is different, and that other way, that another system is called as the E and Z nomenclature, E and Z nomenclature. So what is the meaning of E and Z nomenclature? How we discussing this E and Z phenomenon? See toward this is very important, this is very important. Now E and Z means what? E and Z means what? E stand for Entgegen, E stand for Entgegen, E-N-T-G-E-G-E-N, E stand for Entgegen, and Z stand for Zusammen, and Z stand for what? Zusammen, Entgegen, Zusammen. E and Z nomenclature system we use only that time, if the all 4 atoms or group is different, that is called as E and Z nomenclature. Listen, E and Z nomenclature system depends on some priority sequence rule. Priority sequence rule means what? I will explain you all the rules in detail, you don't worry, this is very simple. Now what is the meaning of priority sequence rule? Suppose in first case, suppose we have this type of molecule C double bond C, suppose here fluorine, suppose here chlorine, suppose here bromine, and suppose here iodine. This is the molecule. Now dear student, after see very seriously toward this molecule, after looking toward this molecule, it is very difficult to identify by using cis and trans system. Cis and trans system is 100% failure for this molecule. Why? Because two similar group is not present, therefore it is not matter of either same side or opposite side. Now each and every group is same, but this molecule shows geometrical isomer because each sp2 carbon attached to two different groups. Now how to identify whether the given compound is E or Z? It has some sequence rule. What is the first rule? See, now see each sp2 carbon, now I am with this sp2 carbon, okay. Now this carbon attached to one Cl, one F. Identify which among these two atom or two group, which group have higher priority, higher priority. Higher priority means what? Suppose for example C double bond C, suppose this is HP, HP means higher priority, this is HP means higher priority, LP means lower priority, LP means lower priority. If higher priority group is on the same side, then this is called as Z. And Z stand for Zusammen, and Zusammen means the same, and Entgegen means opposite. Is it okay? If higher priority group is on the same side, then that one is called as the Z. And if higher priority group is on the opposite side, suppose this is higher priority group, and suppose this is higher priority group, and this is lower priority, this is lower priority, opposite side, this is called as the E. E stand for Entgegen, okay. Now priority depends on what? Priority depends on what? Priority depends on some sequence rule. The first rule, you see this carbon attached to fluorine, chlorine, the first rule depends on atomic number, depends on atomic number. Now tell me, Among these two atoms, which atom have a more atomic number? Obviously Cl. Therefore Cl is the higher priority group, right? Higher priority goes to that atom which have a higher atomic number. You see the atomic number of first atom which is attached to the sp2 carbon. If it is big group, don't worry, you see the first atom, okay? Now come toward this carbon atom. Now here bromine, here iodine. Now tell me, my question is this: atomic number of iodine is greater than bromine. Now two higher atomic number containing group, that is two higher priority containing group, is on the same side or opposite side? Is on the opposite side. Therefore the configuration of this molecule is E. Yes or no? Higher atomic number or higher priority contained group is on the opposite side. Therefore the configuration of this molecule is what? Configuration of this molecule is E. Is it okay? So this is the first sequence rule required to you by considering the E and Z. What is the second sequence rule? Suppose I have this type of molecule, C double bond C, suppose here H, suppose here D. What is D? D is the isotope of hydrogen. What is isotope? Isotope means atoms or group which have a same atomic number but different atomic mass number. They are the isotopes. Atomic number of both are same but atomic mass is different. Atomic mass of deuterium is higher than hydrogen. And suppose we have here Cl, suppose we have here F, okay? Now no doubt in between these two higher priority goes to the Cl, but what about here deuterium and H? Higher priority goes to the deuterium. It means second, if isotope is there, then priority sequence depends upon the atomic mass or atomic weight, atomic mass or atomic weight. Now atomic mass of D is more than the Cl, therefore these two is on the same side, higher priority same side, therefore the configuration is Z. Yes or no? So what is the priority sequence in first case? Priority sequence depends on the atomic number. Higher atomic number containing species is on the opposite side, it is E. If it is on the same side, it is Z. Otherwise everything is very systematic and normal. Atomic number, atomic weight. Now come to the third rule. What is the third rule? See, suppose I have this type of molecule, C double bond C, suppose here CH3, suppose here Cl, suppose here CH2 CH3, and suppose here CH2 NH2. I have this type of molecule, okay? Now in first identification, this is carbon, this is chlorine. Atomic number of chlorine is always greater than carbon. So identification is very simple because first depends on atomic number. But in this case, this one is also carbon, this one is also carbon. Both atom is same. So first atom cannot decide the priority sequence. Yes or no? So this first atom cannot decide the priority sequence. Then what we do? If first atom cannot decide the priority sequence, then priority sequence shifted toward the next atom. Yes, this is the third rule. Manje priority, if first atom is same, then think about the next atom. Now next atom of this carbon is carbon, but next atom of this carbon is nitrogen. So carbon, nitrogen, which have a higher atomic number? Nitrogen. And therefore this got a higher priority. Yes or no? So which one is the third rule? If first atom attached to carbon, doubly bonded carbon is same, then priority depends upon the second atom. If second is same, then third. If third is same, then fourth. If fourth is same, then group is same. They cannot show the geometrical isomer. Yes or no? So out of these two, this got a higher priority, this got a higher priority. The higher priority group is on the opposite side. Therefore this molecule is what? Therefore this molecule is E. That one is called as the Entgegen. Yes or no? So what is the priority sequence? In priority sequence, first rule depends upon the atomic number. In priority sequence, second rule depends upon the atomic mass or atomic weight. In priority sequence, if first atom or group is same, then priority depends upon the next atom or priority sequence shifted toward the next atom. Is it okay? Now dear student, the fourth rule is very critical and very complicated. Fourth rule is very critical. Suppose this is carbon-carbon double bond, this is carbon-carbon double bond, this attached to Cn, that is C triple bond N, and this attached to suppose C double bond O and H aldehyde, and this attached to suppose COOH, this attached to acid, and this attached to suppose COOCH3, this attached to ester. Now carbon attached to only one nitrogen. Now where is the 4 valency of carbon? Via triple bond. Triple bond means what? You consider like this. This is carbon, this attached to 3 nitrogen. Is it okay? Yes or no? This attached to 3 nitrogen. The remaining 2 nitrogen is called as the phantom atom. Phantom. You got it? Triple bond means 3 nitrogen. Triple bond means 3 nitrogen. What about this aldehyde? What about this aldehyde? Aldehyde means this carbon. Double bond O means this attached to 2 oxygen and here 1 hydrogen, and 1 oxygen is called as the phantom atom. Yes or no? Yes. What about this COOH? This carbon, this attached to first 2 double bond O means 2 oxygen, this 2 oxygen, and this is O, and finally H. Yes or no? What about this COCH3C? This attached to OO. Out of these 2, 1 atom is phantom because this is C double bond O. And remaining this is O, now this is CH3. Now you decide the priority sequence. This C attached to 3 nitrogen, but this C attached to oxygen. When we compare nitrogen, oxygen, atomic number of oxygen is more than nitrogen. Therefore, this aldehyde got a higher priority. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes, of course. Alakshat tumcha. Now what happened in this case? C double bond O, COO, here also COO. Priority cannot decide the first atom, second atom. Here also O, here also O, third atom also. But after the O, here H is there, and after the O, here CH3. Atomic number of carbon is greater than hydrogen. It means this molecule got a higher priority. Higher priority is on the opposite side, where the configuration of this molecule is Z. It means, which one is the 4th rule? By considering the E and Z nomenclature, the same rule you required in optical isomerism. That's why you see very seriously with this. The first sequence rule depends upon the atomic number. The higher atomic number species got a higher priority, and if 2 higher priority group is on the same side, then the configuration is Z. Z means Zusamine meaning same. If higher priority containing group is on the opposite side, then the configuration is E. E stands for Antigegan meaning the opposite. So first rule depends upon the atomic number. If atomic number is same, then priority sequence depends upon the atomic mass number. If then first atom cannot decide the priority, then priority shifted toward the next atom. And if any group attached to multiple bond, if it is triple bond, then consider that atom for a triplicated 1, 2, 3. If double bond, consider that atom as a duplicated, and out of that duplicated 1 is the phantom, and out of triplicated 2 is the phantom atom. So these are the sequence rule required to you while deciding the E and Z nomenclature. Now I will give you example related with this. This become very simple to you. Now what is the example of this E and Z nomenclature system? See the example. See the example. Suppose I have this type of molecule. See, dear student, these are the very interesting and very important cases. Suppose if I write, I will give you one hint, an idea to you. I will give you one idea. C double bond C, here CH3, here H, here F, here NH2. My question is this: whether the given compound is E or Z, whether the given compound is E or Z. Now tell me, out of these two, the first priority goes to the CH3. This is higher priority group because carbon, hydrogen, higher priority. Here F, here nitrogen. Which got higher priority? F. Yes or no? Yes. Higher priority is on opposite side. Therefore, the configuration is E. Is it okay? Right. Suppose another example: C double bond C, CH2, CH3. This is ethyl. This is CH3. This is methyl, this is, suppose this is the OH, this is alcohol, and suppose this is the SH, this is thioalcohol. Now tell me, out of these two, higher priority group is this is the higher priority group, and among these two, this is higher priority group is on the opposite side, therefore the configuration is E. I will give you one idea to you, because very simple idea. Now higher priority group is on the opposite side. See, this is looks like a Z. Yes or no? Looks like a Z. Looks like a Z means higher priority is on the opposite side. Now higher priority is on the opposite side, and if it looks like a Z, configuration is E. Right? See another example. Suppose I have this type of molecule C double bond C. Here CH2 CH3, here SH, here CH3 and here OH. Tell me, the priority goes to, first priority goes to the CH2 CH3, that is first priority goes to the ethyl group, yes or no? In this case higher priority goes to the SH, right? Now higher priority group is on the same side, it is Z. See, this is looks like a E, this is looks like a E, yes or no? This is looks like a E, this is looks like a E. If it looks like a E, then the configuration is Z. Is it okay? This is not a, this is just idea to you, but reality is what? Higher priority group is on the same side, then it is Z, and higher priority group is on the opposite side, then it is E, because E stand for Entgegen and Z stand for the Zusammen. So these are the very important concept related with this. Higher priority group is on the same side or higher priority group is on the opposite side. Suppose for example, now I will give you some another example to you. Suppose CHCl bond CH3, CH2 bond OH, here CH2 bond NH2, here CH2 bond Cl. Now consider these two, this is carbon, but Cl here O, higher atomic number Cl, therefore higher priority, because atomic number of chlorine is always greater than OH. Now here CH2Cl, CH2NH2, obviously Cl have a higher atomic number, carbon च्या नंतर Cl, carbon च्या नंतर nitrogen, मग मला सांग higher priority group is on the opposite side, it looks like a Z, but configuration is E. Yes or no? So what is the configuration sequence we decide here? These are the very interesting and important concept related with this phenomenon. So what is the geometrical isomer of alkene? Why alkene so geometrical isomer? Because alkene have a restricted rotation around the carbon-carbon double bond. They cannot rotate. That's why these two molecule cannot interconvert into each other. आता मला सांगा हे दोघं एकमेकांमध्ये interconvert होतील का? Why they cannot interconvert? Because they doesn't have free rotation. Free rotation is only possible around the carbon-carbon single bond, but this molecule have a carbon-carbon double bond. This molecule have a restricted rotation, and due to this restricted rotation they show the geometrical isomer. Is it okay? So this is called as the geometrical isomers in alkenes, that is cis trans, E and Z. Now what is the geometrical isomers in oximes? This is the second point, geometrical isomers in oximes. Now I will give you, actually oxime is a very interesting organic compound. That one is the condensation products of aldehydes and ketones with hydroxylamine. Condensation products of aldehydes and ketones with what? Hydroxylamine. That one is called as oxime. Now in oxime we have two types of geometrical isomer, that is syn and anti. Listen very carefully what I am saying to you. Now this is the very important part by considering the geometrical isomers in oximes, by considering or what is related with this geometrical isomer in oximes. Okay. Now dear student, what is mean of oximes? I will tell you first. C double bond N bond OH bond H bond CH3. Listen. Again same situation. This sp2 carbon must be attached to two different group, otherwise they cannot show the geometrical isomer. जर इथे H असता तर geometrical isomer झाला नसता. And why this oxime show geometrical isomer? Due to restricted rotation around the carbon nitrogen double bond. In place of carbon carbon, here carbon nitrogen double bond is present. Now listen, I will draw the another structure for this also. C double bond N, this is OH, this is H and this is CH3, right? Now H means this is lower priority group, lower priority, this is higher priority, but H is lower priority. If lower priority and OH is on the same side, then this molecule is called as the syn. You concentrate on my word, lower priority and OH, that is H and OH is on the same side, that one is called as the syn. Lower priority and OH, higher priority and lower priority and OH, right? And lower priority and OH is on the opposite side, then this is called as the anti, that is syn and anti is a geometrical isomers in oximes. Is it okay? Listen very carefully what I am saying to you. If anyone asks you the question, what about the oxime? This is syn oxime, this is anti oxime. I will give you another example related with this. Suppose we have CH3 bond C bond CH2 bond CH3 double bond N bond OH. My question is this. What about this oxime, whether it is syn or anti? This is lower priority, this is OH, opposite side, therefore this is called as the anti, this is not a syn. And if I write this like this way, C double bond N bond CH3 bond OH bond CH2 bond CH3, same side, this is called as the syn. So this is the geometrical isomers in oxime. This is geometrical isomers in oxime. The remaining part related with geometrical isomer we will discussing in the next videos. Thank you very much.